Okay, so Final Reckoning is finally here, the final chapter in the Mission Impossible franchise, the end of the road for Ethan Hunt, the last leap, the final breath in a legacy that's built on chaos, adrenaline, and surprisingly a whole lot of heart. And honestly, I don't think I've fully recovered from this yet because this wasn't just a film, this was a full blown experience. A mixed experience, sure, I'll admit that, but one that's absolutely unforgettable. Now, I know it's probably not ideal to just dive into this final movie without first acknowledging everything that came before this. We're talking about a franchise that spanned nearly 3 decades now. That's 7 movies leading up to this moment, and each of them, in their own way, build the foundation for what this final chapter was always going to be about a epic goodbye. So, no, this isn't just a review, it's a reckoning of its own. Let's talk about it. But hey, before we get into this action, explosions, and existential spy drama, don't forget to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already for more weekly content, reviews, and reactions, more nerdy rants. You know the drill. Alright, deep breath, let's do this. Let's start by setting the stage because it really isn't fair to jump into Final Reckoning without first pausing to appreciate the legacy of Mission Impossible. This isn't just a franchise, it's a phenomenon, a cinematic evolution from the slick, twisty tension of Brian De Palma's original film in 1996 to the increasingly bonkers, heart pounding madness of later entries like Fallout and Dead Reckoning. These movies have constantly redefined what action can look like on the big screen. 7 films, dozen of iconic moments. Helicopter chases, skydives, cliff jumps, motorcycle flips, face masks, double agents, double crosses, triple crosses, you name it. But beyond all the spectacle, Mission Impossible has always had something a little more unexpected: heart. And that heart is full on display in this final chapter more than ever before. This film just doesn't nod at the legacy, it celebrates it, it honors it, and somehow still manages to surprise you. Okay, let me just say it, this movie is insane. Like, what is even happening right now, kind of insane. It's bold, it's chaotic, it's absolutely unhinged in all the best ways. The stunts are next level, the action is relentless, the scale is honestly absurd. There are moments here where you're just gripping the arm set, completely baffled that you're watching a man in his 60s do things that most superheroes would hesitate to even try. But I think here's the thing, Final Reckoning isn't just a greatest hits reel of Ethan Hunt's wildest stunts. Underneath the explosions, train crashes, and death-defying leaps, that there's something surprisingly emotional and human here. Something grounded, something beautiful perhaps. I walked in expecting the adrenaline, the spectacle, the pure, unapologetic rush of it all. And sure, we got that in spades. But what I didn't expect was how deeply I ended up caring for these characters, for this journey, for Ethan Hunt. Let's talk about the man, the myth, the literal madman, Tom Cruise. This is his swan song as Ethan Hunt, and oh man, it's so special, like chills down your spine kind of special, goosebump on your goosebumps kind of special. And look, say what you want about Tom Cruise, but when it comes to this franchise, you can feel his commitment in every single frame. This isn't just a job for him, it's a passion, a promise to the audience. To give us everything, to give us everything he's got, every last drop of sweat, every scream, every jump, every second of screen time. But what makes this outing different is how human Ethan feels in this one. He's not this untouchable super spy anymore. He's tired. You can see it in his eyes. The weight of 3 decades of missions, of losses, of sacrifice, it's all there. This is a man haunted by time, running from fate, chased by ghosts, both literal and emotional. And the movie lets you feel that. It doesn't shy away from the cracks in the armor, instead, it leans into them. And that's where the magic really happens. Now, let's be honest, it's not all perfect, far from it. So, I want to talk about stuff that didn't really quite hit the mark for me, and I want to start with the pacing of the film. And I mean this with a lot of love for the film, but there is a lot of talking in this film, like a lot of talking. And I'm not talking clever, snappy dialogue or emotional character moments. I'm talking exposition. Boardroom scenes, monologues, close up face to face, whisper yelling, people explaining the plot, then re-explaining it, then explaining the explanation. There are entire stretches where the movie feels like it's grinding to a halt just so characters can talk about what's going to happen next instead of doing the things that they're supposed to do. And look, I get it, it's the final film, stakes are high, the plot's complex, you've got to tie up loose ends, give every character their moment, connect the dots, blah blah. I know all of that. But when 70% of the runtime is exposition heavy dialogue, the film loses its rhythm. You can feel the runtime, you can feel the drag, and that's the last thing I wanted from the final Mission Impossible film. I came to see Tom Cruise launch himself off of a cliff or something, not to sit through 5 consecutive strategy meetings. Okay, the big one, the ending. Because this is it, right? The final chapter, the final goodbye, and I think honestly it works perfect. Is it perfect? No, it's not. Is it overly neat and tidy? Also no. But it's satisfying in the truest sense of the word. It respects the journey, it respects the audience, it respects the legacy. It doesn't try to dazzle you with some last minute twist or deliver a cheesy ride off into the sunset moment. Instead, it leans into the emotion, the consequences, the weight of everything that came before. And when those credits eventually roll, there's this ache in your heart, the bittersweet lump in your throat, like you've just said goodbye to an old friend, a friend you grew up with, a friend who always showed up when you needed a distraction, a thrill, a dose of cinematic magic, a friend who gave everything and somehow still left with grace. So here's where I land. Final Reckoning isn't just a great Mission Impossible movie, it's a great movie, period. Flawed? Yes, it is flawed. A little bloated? Absolutely. But it's also raw, it's thrilling, it's emotional, nostalgic, and also it's deeply human. It reminds you why we go to the movies in the first place, to feel something, to be taken on a ride, to see someone literally risk their life for our entertainment and then turn around and give us a performance so honest, so vulnerable, it actually moves us. So yeah, if this really is the last time we see Ethan Hunt, then man, what a ride, what a run, what a goddamn legacy. And to Tom Cruise, thank you man, thank you for the stunts, thank you for the madness, thank you for the heart, thank you for making us believe in the impossible, one mission at a time. Okay, so here's this one thing I want to say is that go see this film in a theater, because this isn't meant to be paused halfway through on your couch. This is meant to be experienced on the biggest screen that you can find, with sound that rattles your bones and stunts that will make your jaw drop. Because Final Reckoning, in my humble opinion, is exactly why we go to the movies, to be blown away, to remember what cinematic magic feels like, and also to salute a man, both Ethan Hunt and Tom Cruise, who spent the last 3 years giving us reasons to believe in it. So that's it from me. Go see Final Reckoning and form your own opinions, and if you have already seen it, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more of these reviews and analysis, and as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.